What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick from WK-Pop, and I want to welcome you back for another album review. Today I'm taking a look at the newest song from BTS and the album called The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 2. Part 2 was released at the beginning of the year, and the song that they used to promote that was I Need You, and then they followed that up with a music video for the song titled Dope off of that album. Those two songs, those two music videos were absolutely fantastic. So they're finishing off the year with this one, the continuation of that story with the song and music video titled Run. And this one has got fans, armies all over the world theory crafting on what exactly the story is behind this, and there is a lot of ideas. People are having a lot of fun with that, and I really like that. It's really awesome to see that there's a story out there which that the music and the video is trying to get across. It's really ambiguous as to what the entire meaning is or the point of it is, and it gives the fans something to think about, to play around with, and to just come up with their own ideas and interpret in their own way, which art and music and stuff like that is generally open to the interpretation of the person who's listening to it or viewing it or reading it if it's a book. So I really like that. That really kind of furthers and emphasizes the point that these albums that BTS has released this year are more art, or more of a form of art, than they have released at any other point in their career. And I have to say, so far, of course, that means for me at least that 2015 has been the best year that BTS has had of their career. So for this album review, I'm not really going to particularly focus on any particular songs, because after listening to this for like 2 or 3 days straight, basically, and still the songs on this album, every single song has got just that one thing that I cannot quite, or the multiple things or whatever it is that I cannot particularly point out as to why I like it. And so we're just going to talk about the album in general as a result, because I can't go song by song and tell you why I like it or why you should listen to these songs, why they're worth spending your money on. All I can tell you is what I love about this album in general. So what I love about this album in general is that, for me, I kind of feel that the entire album in a way is telling a story. From start to finish, it tells a story. And again, that's open to your own interpretation on the way that is. Read the lyrics for every single song if you really want to. But for me, it really is kind of like going through these stages of losing something, somebody, leaving something or someone behind. Of course, it's ambiguous the way that I've just said that, but that's about the furthest I can get to something that is a really solid theory as to what exactly it is going on. It could be a person, a physical object, a friend. It could even be an emotion or a stage of life that you're leaving behind and basically running away from. Or you could even be running towards something. Who knows exactly? But the idea is, stages. You get a couple of songs that to me at least are very much about being alone and loneliness. Run to me is about kind of running away from something or running towards something that you were trying to, not lose, or that you were actually trying to get away from. And then, the other ones are deal with other emotions, I guess you can say, as far as the stages of like grief to an extent, I guess you can say. And I really like that. That's the thought that I've got. I haven't ever really gotten that idea or thought from any album in general, especially not from a K-pop album, or just let alone any sort of pop music in general. It hasn't made me think that deeply about the music or the lyrics at all. And for this album to have done that is, for me, quite an achievement. And talking about this album, part 2, in relation to part 1, this one is definitely not at all in any way really pop. It's more like, I'm gonna say it's more like R&B influenced music. Every single song in here is more influenced by R&B than anything else. Part 1 had a lot of the pop songs and the typical sound that you would expect to hear from BTS. This one, the music is not at all what we have typically heard from BTS as far as their mainstream releases, the songs that get music videos that they go out on stage and promote with. So it's really, like I said, this is the thing that I really like about it, when it's made me think about what the songs are, and you know, what the songs all mean, and you put them together into one whole, because of course they're all the same CD, so it kind of makes sense to me to think about them as if they're you know, chapters in a book. And you know, looking at this as in regards in relation to, you know, what they've released so far in 2015, and also what they've released previously in their career, and you know, this is definitely much different, much than they've ever done before, much more, I guess, influenced by less mainstream, less pop kind of genres, and I really like that. And it definitely comes out and gives you a really fantastic, really good product. It's, you know, definitely, like I said, probably the best album that BTS has ever released, ever. Who knows exactly if they will ever release anything similar to this or better than this. It's going to be really hard to be better than this one, but you know, I definitely would encourage them and Big Hit to attempt to do that. It would be really awesome to see if they can do any better than this. So there you go, just general broad terms, just speaking about the album, what I liked about it, and you know, there isn't anything I didn't like about it. So obviously that would lead you to believe that the rating that I'm gonna give this album is that this album is worth buying. The rating system that I use is 1, the highest rating is worth buying, and number 2 is that you should check it out on iTunes to buy individual songs, because some are good, some are not that great. And then 3 is that you should evaluate it yourself, because I personally don't like it, but maybe you will. That's my rating system. I rate this album a must buy, not a must buy, but you should buy it if you like this, if you like this group, you like this album, or you just, you know, want to support good music in general. Your money for this one is gonna be well spent, I guarantee it. So there you go. That's basically it. I want to leave with the question, since they released the music video for Dope as the follow-up music video off of their first, you know, part 1 of this album series, which song off of this would you like to see as a follow-up music video that they release, say in like maybe sometime in the first quarter of next year? Which song would you like to see made into a music video off of this specific album? Leave it down in the comment box below. Get connected with me on social media. I got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and a bunch of others. I got links to them all in the description box below. So if you want to give me a follow on those, I would really appreciate it. And also, share this video around if you want people to see it. If you think they should, don't hesitate to share it. I would really appreciate it. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. About VIX in general is, the one thing that I love about VIX is the fact that their that as far as like their vocals are concerned, they are the most well-rounded group in K-pop. I think one of the most, you know, where they're, you know, the vocal range that they can cover, you know, just naturally without actually like basically putting in their natural voices, I guess you can say.